So I wanted to talk a little bit about why blogging is important to me personally. I come from a Mormon tradition, and several years ago I had all these questions about gender and issues and problems, and nowhere to go with them because I couldn't raise these questions within my own Mormon church. It would make other people very uncomfortable if I went to Sunday school and raised these questions. And so for years, building within me, I had this need to talk and nowhere to go. And then the blogs came into the world, at least my world, in about 2003, 2004, and I found the Mormon blogging world, particularly the feminist Mormon blogging world, and it was a revelation because finally there was a place to connect with other women who had similar issues. There was affirmation that these questions were important. There were new ways to attack these problems and to think about these problems and to take them into my community and deal with these problems. And so, because this was such a great experience for me, I eventually started my own Mormon feminist blog, which has just been one of the most wonderful things in terms of creating community and a forum for conversation and developing some of the best friendships I've ever had in my life. Now, as far as this blog, Feminism and Religion, this is just a really exciting endeavor because the cross-religious element is so exciting that we're going to be having feminists from different traditions talking to one another about how they're dealing with these questions within their own frameworks. So important to have those dialogues. Also, I love the fact that we envision this blog as a way for different generations of feminists to come together and to nurture one another. The fact that we have Carol Christ and Rosemary Radford Ruther, blogging with us occasionally is amazing because they are here nurturing this up-and-coming generation of newer scholars who are asking these questions as well. I also think that this project is so exciting because it has a real feminist undertone. I mean, the very practice of blogging is feminist to me for a lot of reasons. First of all, the focus on the personal voice. I think feminists always privilege personal experience. And the fact that so much of blogging comes from the personal, and we talk about our personal experiences and then we can take it into the academic from there, but it is based so often in personal experience, I think is a really feminist thing. Also feminist because it addresses accessibility issues. Sometimes people can't go to conferences or meet with people to have these conversations, but if they have access to the internet, they can get online and they can meet people with similar issues and talk to them, which is just, like I said, in my own life, that was really a really important aspect. Also, why I think this is such a feminist endeavor, it breaks down hierarchies. There's a really exciting interplay between reader and writer when you blog. The person who writes gets a chance to be a reader when someone comments, and so there's this breakdown of hierarchy and there's this immediate feedback, which is so important. And also, finally, why I think that it's a feminist endeavor. It's really important for people to be telling their personal stories and to be documenting their histories, and blogs can serve as an archive for people writing their own histories, writing their perspectives. In 100 years, 200 years, when people want to know what women's religious life is in the 21st century, I think a lot of them are going to be going to the blogs. They're going to be going to blogs like this, and it is going to be an invaluable resource for scholars in the future.